I want to hit the Wayback Machine with you first. So,
All right.
okay, let's do this. So is it true you were the first freshman linebacker to start at Miami since Ray Lewis did it? Is that true story, Dan?
Yeah, it is. True story.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, was Ray like reaching out to you when you were like a freshman kid coming out of the state of Florida like you were playing at Miami? Did he reach out to you, or you had to play first before you ever heard from him?
No, I think I had to play first a little bit before, Ray kind of talked to me and got to know me a little bit. But yeah, I mean, the tradition of Miami linebackers, to be able to play as a freshman, it was pretty sweet. And to follow up a guy like Ray Lewis and Nate Webster, Michael Barrow, it was pretty cool. So feels like ages ago though.
I know, I'm sure, but I just dig this sort of stuff, man, because you played for Butch Davis, you won the Sugar Bowl, right, back in the day, and I'm just looking, guys, the quarterback, Ken Dorsey, the pass catchers, Andre Johnson, Santana Moss, Reggie Wayne, Jeremy Shockey, with Clinton Portis in the backfield, right? That was
you want to know the crazy part about it is Andre Johnson, he was on our scout team. So our scout team was Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
Willis McGahee was the running back. And then we had Bryant McKinney and Vernon Carey on our offensive line on the scout team. So yeah, we were pretty stacked to say the least.
Yeah, I'm looking at the stats here. Actually, you're right. Andre Johnson had 3 catches for 57 yards that year.
Yep. Yeah, he was on the kickoff team. Crazy as that is.
I know. By the way, I'm carrying the water for Irv. I know Michael Irvin would say talk about Miami first, so I want to talk about you back in the day. Why did you get into this side of the business, Dan? Like, walk me through that process.
Yeah,
for you.
It's a good question. So when I got done playing, I took a couple years off, and I got a call from Trent Kirshner, who's the player personnel director out with the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, "Hey, I always thought that you'd be a good scout when I was with you in Carolina. You were a player, and he's like, would you have any interest in coming out and doing an internship out there?" And I was like, I really haven't thought about it. It's not something that I ever thought that I would do. And my wife was like, "Hey, why not go out and just see if you like it. The worst case scenario, you don't do it, and you can come back home and, really do whatever you want." So to say the least, I went out, took a flight out to Seattle, did an internship during the summertime, and I absolutely just loved being around the guys, back around football, putting a roster together, and, just being around the guys again. So, to John Schneider, he hired me the next season, and I really haven't looked back since.
Yeah,
and
man. And then obviously you go from the Seattle organization to the Bills organization, and then hired to do what you're doing right now at one of the tops of the flow chart for the team that drafted you, man. I mean, do you ever take a minute? Again, I know you said that things. When I just mentioned your college days, you say it feels like a million years ago. Would you ever take a minute to go, this is pretty wild? The team that drafted me, a first rounder, played a Super Bowl, first ever Super Bowl, for this franchise?
I think like initially when I came back in this building, I was, definitely to be back in this building and around people that, were still here when I was a player. It was pretty cool coming back in here, and, it was kind of surreal when I first stepped back in here, but that's kind of worn off, and, just kind of in a new career, really excited about our team and the direction that we're headed, and exciting times here. Everybody's really excited about the direction that we're headed.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show live weekdays from 12 to 3 p.m. Eastern on Roku Sports Channel in the U.S.